Hi, my name is Dr. T, and my full name is Timothy Lockhart, but there's a lot of Timothy Lockharts in the world. I'm the only Timothy Dr. T Lockhart, and I've been studying astrology. I call it God's law and order. It's how nature works. I was going to talk about the 12 signs and 12 planets, but it came to my attention that people have misconceptions about astrology. And one of the most valuable things about astrology, or what I call eology, the study of energy, is that every day is different. This is September 15, 2009. This is at 6 in the morning, actually 2:40 a.m. But at that time, the Earth's equator had been Leo, and so Venus and Leo would have been the first 2 hours of the day, and then the Earth would have rose in Virgo, with Saturn also in Virgo between 6 and 8 in the morning, and then Libra would have moved up here 4 hours later with Mercury in Libra, and here over here Pluto in Aries, Neptune and Jupiter in Aquarius, Uranus in Pisces, Mars in Cancer, and Moon in Cancer. Now, what you may not realize is that everybody's unique. This here's a chart for 11:30:65 to 12:15 p.m. Even though the Earth was in Sagittarius, at 12:15 p.m. the rising would have been Pisces. So, in that case, Venus in Capricorn, Moon in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, the Earth in Sag with Neptune in Scorpio, Mercury in Sag, and Mars in Capricorn, Uranus and Pluto in Virgo, and Jupiter in Gemini. Now what these mean is that Mars deals with your temperament, the Moon deals with your emotions, Venus, your affections, how you love to give love and receive love. And the thing about astrologers, they say, you know, the sun's in, say, Virgo, but it's not. The Earth, since 1654 AD, Nicholas Copernicus, a Polish astronomer, astrologist, determined that the Earth goes around the sun. And we know that to be true, but we still say sunrise instead of Earth set when the sun appears to rise. The Earth is not flat, and the sun doesn't sleep at night and come up in the morning. The Earth is moving about the sun. It takes a year to do that. So in this case, the Earth was in Virgo, and Saturn is in Virgo, and the Earth deals with your physical experiences. Only in this plane do you have a physical body per se of 4 dimensions: light, liquid, solids, and gases, spirit, soul, mind, body. Mercury, your nervous system, your sensuous nervous system, your brains, the use of your hands and arms, works with the other air signs to bring toxics out of body through the veins. So there's so much about studying astrology or the energy in nature that that's why I'd like to show you more. These 4 basic atoms, nitrogen for the fire signs, hydrogen for the water signs, oxygen for the air signs, and carbon for the earth signs, come into play in fatty acids, amino acids, carbohydrates, proteins, your DNA and 3 types of R-RNA, all chemical combinations. Simple things like the day of the week: Monday, named after moon, Lunatis; Mars, Tuesday, day, Martes; Mercury, Wednesday; Mercoles, Thursday, Taurus day, is Jupiter. In English, in Spanish is Jueves, in Catalan is Dijous, in Romanian is Joy, in Italian is Divinity, in French, Jeudi, and in Indian, Jura. Friday, Frigg's Day, Venus, Veneris; Saturday, Sabado, planet Saturn; and Sunday, the only day named after a planet, Domingo, is named after a star. When you get into numbers, sometimes people say 13 is an unlucky number. But actually take 13 numerology, 1 and 3 is equal to 4, and you have 4 elements: light, liquid, solids, and gases, the 4 dimensions of people living on Earth. There's 13 colonies for the United States. Jesus and 12 disciples, 13. Jason and the 12 aquanauts, 13. King Arthur and 12 knights, 13. It's not an unlucky number. Years ago, the doctors used a cross with two snakes going around, and it was a symbol of a medicine or medical or doctors. And the double helix in DNA and the 3 types of RNA gives us DNA for the fire signs in the color of red, T-RNA for the water signs, colors yellow, for M-RNA, the air signs, the color is green, and for R-RNA, which actually does a physical forming of the molecules that we call DNA, our genetic code, and RNA, is for the air signs, the color is blue. I like to talk about light and explain more about light and electromagnetic radiation. This is a system of energy. When we talk about light, we're really talking about the electromagnetics radiation, and the visible light is just a small spectrum of what we can see. On the real short end of light frequencies and wavelengths, you have the gamma rays, and then you have the X-rays and ultraviolet. And then there's a small band of visible light before you shift to the lower side where you get into infrared and microwaves and radio and TV signal waves of the various light waves. And then you get into the long waves that they use to talk to the space station and send signals to satellites and probes in space.